So today we're going to take a look at another Samsung phone, this time the Galaxy A10e. Now this has a 3000 milliamp hour battery, 32 gigabytes of storage, 2 gigs of RAM, and a dual 1.6 gigahertz plus Hexa 1.35 gigahertz processor. 8 megapixel main camera, 5 megapixel front camera, and it takes a micro SD card up to 512 gigabytes. This does come with Android 9.0. And it has a 5.8 inch screen with 1560 by 720 resolution. And this one does have Bluetooth 5.0 USB-C charging, and it does have a headphone jack. And this is the Boost mobile version, but there are other versions available. And I'll leave a link in the description below with current pricing and more information. You can currently get this anywhere from $80 to $100. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what we've got. Here's the USB-C charging cable, a 5-volt charging brick, ejection tool for SIM card and micro SD card, and of course health and safety information, which no one's gonna read. I gotta say, this actually looks pretty good for an $80 phone. You can see the back is sort of a smoked gray color. And it's a super shiny phone, but surprisingly still has really good grip. And I gotta say, this definitely doesn't look like a budget phone in person. And on the right hand side is the power and volume rocker. On the top you've got the microphone, SIM and micro SD tray on the left hand side. And then on the bottom is your USB-C charging port, headphone jack, and speaker. Now when setting up, you've got a few different options. If you currently have a Samsung phone, you can use wireless to bring your old data to the new phone, or you can use a cable and USB connector. Now right off the bat, I'm using about 11 of the 32 gigabytes available, but obviously that's going to vary depending on how much stuff you're moving from your old phone to your new one. I've got to say, even though the screen is only 720p, just like with about all Samsung devices, this screen still looks pretty good. And the screen brightness on this seems plenty bright enough. Now, one thing I always like to do on Samsung devices is reverse the button order, probably because I'm used to more of the stock Android navigation. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the camera. Okay, so not bad. It actually seems pretty snappy for a budget device. And as you can see here, you can see quite a bit of detail. Now for whatever reason, the front-facing camera seems to struggle with objects close to the camera, but then it puts things in the distance in focus, which seems sort of reversed. But the rear-facing camera actually looks pretty good on this phone, I gotta say. Here's a couple samples of photos and video in case you want to see what those look like. So this phone's going to be similar to other Samsung phones. When you swipe to the left, you're going to have Bixby. Swiping up or down on the home screen is going to bring up all of your apps. Now, one thing you're not going to get on this, that you will get on more expensive phones, is a fingerprint scanner. But you are going to get face unlock, and then of course password, PIN, pattern, and swipe. So after testing this phone for a while, yes, you can tell this is not a high-end device, but you also can't tell this is only an $80 phone. Battery life is better than I expected. I streamed video on this at 100% screen brightness for 7.5 hours before it died. I don't even know if my OnePlus 7 Pro lasted that long, which is way more expensive. Now the speakers on this phone are definitely loud enough when you turn it up to say 75% or higher, but if you're at 50% or lower, to me it's way too low. I mean, you can barely even hear it. Now obviously if you're using headphones most of the time, that's not going to be a problem. Of course we had to test some games on this, and you will be disappointed if you like to play Fortnite because it's not compatible with this device. However, if you like games like PUBG Mobile or Call of Duty Mobile, it plays those quite well. It actually recommends medium graphics settings on PUBG Mobile, and I've got to say it plays nice and smooth. Graphics look good, and I didn't have any issues when testing. I also tested Call of Duty Mobile using my Xbox One controller, and it connected really easy using Bluetooth, and the gameplay itself was pretty good as well. So if you're looking for a phone around $100 or less, or you're looking to buy someone a gift such as an entry-level smartphone with most basic features and a pretty good battery life, I would definitely recommend the Samsung Galaxy A10e, especially if you can find it on sale. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.